just want to start off by thanking everyone for coming out here this weekend to celebrate Sandra and Brian tying the knot. It is so special to look out into this room and see all the people that are most important in their lives. Looking back on the memories, there's not just one story that will show the room how beautiful of a person she is. She is one of the most intelligent, loving, caring people I've ever met. She has a loud laugh, which I'm sure you've all heard, and is a contagious personality. No matter where we are or what we're doing, we always have a blast. And whether she knows it or not, she's always been our role model. When I first met Brian, I couldn't stop smiling. I remember thinking to myself, holy shit, he has a louder laugh than she does. In an instant, Brian became one of my favorite people.
This is truly the wedding of Brian's dreams. You know, Sandra, you look gorgeous tonight. Brian, there's not a hair out of place. And I'm Brian's older brother and best man. And I'm proud to be up here to toast the newlyweds. And I'm happiest because Grandma will finally stop asking me when Brian's getting married. But I'm sure she'll have other questions later. So I've been privileged to know Brian his whole life and see him grow and as a successful man in life and love. So it was really 1 year of high school that Brian and I shared together. I was a senior and Brian was a freshman that changed our relationship. He became more than my little brother. He was a friend. And when Brian and I were in high school in Hershey, Pennsylvania, we belonged to a youth group in the next town over. We did it mostly for the social aspect because the shenanigans that went on there, God definitely frowned upon. And my senior year, we went on our annual retreat to Ocean City, Maryland, where we basically lived as beach bumps for a long weekend, teenagers in hotels. And the final night of the trip on the beach, there was a ceremony to say farewell to the high school seniors, all of whom would be going off to college in the coming fall. And for some, the first time their brother or sister would be apart from them. Soon after that wrapped up, we headed back to the boardwalk, and someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Dom, your brother." I turned and saw Brian weeping. I went over and gave him a hug, and it was something totally unexpected. And I guess it showed me what our relationship had become. That it made me realize we'd be apart and what he meant to me. And that maybe two brothers who love each other was really true, and our mom was right, I guess.
I, Brian, take you, Sandra,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
I, Sandra, take you, Brian,
To be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
from this day forward,
from this day forward,
for better, for worse,
for better, for worse,
for richer, for poorer,
for richer, for poorer,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
all the days of my life.
all the days of my life.
It's so important to find someone that not only challenges you, but to push you out of your comfort zone. So, seeing Brian and Sandra together and the way that she is with him is something really amazing. They complement each other in the most perfect way, and together they've created a wonderful team. To me, Brian isn't just characterized as Sandra's boyfriend, fiance, and now amazing husband, but to me, a true friend, a person I care for, a person I trust, and a person I'm thankful for to be loving my best friend the way she deserves.
until fairly recently, my daughter Marcella thought Sandra was Brian's sister, it makes for a weird family tree. One of the reasons Marcella was looking forward to this day is she'd get to call Sandra Auntie Sandra. So you don't get to pick your family, but I'm glad you're my brother, because if you weren't, I wouldn't know what I'd be missing. I love you, Brian, who you are, who you've become. I'm proud to call you my brother, and I'm so happy for you and Sandra, because you did get to pick each other and profess your love for each other on this day and become joined as family, surrounded by so many people who love you both so much.
It's my honor to pronounce your husband and wife, Brian, and kiss your bride.